Hello there, all my family member, friends and loved ones all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are. Yes, it's Johnny back here. It's a whole week is gone past, testimonial time. So I want to tell you a bit about the power of LifeWays X39. It reactivates your own stem cells and generates new genes in your body every 4 or 5 days while you're wearing the patch. This is the miracle patch. That's how it looks. Comes back to a packet like that. That is iron. There's 30 patches in here, and please like, subscribe and share to my YouTube channel. There's a landing page that you land onto. It gives you over 150 different diseases and issues people are having around the world today. 150, that's a heck of a lot. Don't tell me there's not one or more of those issues that one of your family member, friends or loved ones are struggling with. Guys, we don't need people to suffer in the world anymore. This is a miracle patch. So, go to my channel, subscribe to my channel so that I can get a little bit of coffee money from YouTube, so that we can carry on doing this thing and we can get it out to more people all over the world. We are on a mission to get over 1 billion, that's with a B, billion people all over the world to join up with us at LifeWays. So that's the power of this stuff. So the testimonial for this week is week number 46. That's a week 46 of the year.
LYMES disease.
And that is the testimonial all about LYMES disease. As you can see here, he has a couple of issues and diseases on here, but if you go to my landing page, you'll see them all, and every single one of those we have testimonials that we can let you have. So if you message me back, there is a number on there. If you message me, I can send you the testimonial that you see there. That's for your person. So send me the name of the issue that they're having, and I'll return testimonials from all over the world, people all over the world that's on this, and you can see for yourself what it does for them. So we have 180 patents on these products, so you won't be able to get it anywhere else but from one of us at LifeWays, because we've got worldwide patents on the products. So you won't find it in a pharmacy, you won't find it chemist, you can't get it from doctors, you have to get it from one of us at LifeWays, because we go through training to help the people use it and make sure everything's running according to the specifications of the product. So it's the only testimonial of it, the only technology of its kind in the world. So nobody's got it. You can only get it from us. So guys, don't hesitate. If one of your family member, friends or loved ones are struggling with one or more of those issues on my landing page, please drop me a message and I'll send you that. And let's get, don't waste any time, because you know the cancers and that, if you leave it, it spreads to other parts of your body and other organs. So to prevent it, to give this miracle patch the time to work before it gets too serious that we run out of time, to help the people. Over the last 6 months, I've lost two people that We just got to them too late. So the moment they hear, oh, they've got an issue, drop us that message. We'll get back to you, and we'll give you the testimonials. You can make your own decision, and we can help them. So help them live a healthy, younger, and happier life. Okay. So I just want to welcome you to the LifeWay family. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel out there. And please subscribe so that we can get to more people, because if your subscribers go up, then YouTube gets it out to a lot more people, and I can get a little bit of coffee money and that to keep on doing this, so that I don't get too thirsty while I do these testimonials. Okay, on the next slide is the testimonial of the week. There's a guy there that the doctor said, you've got to live with this disease you've got, there's nothing we can do for you. Yeah, he worked in airliners, and you can see for yourself what the patch has done for that man. On the same slide is some clinical studies on the products and the results thereof. So please check it out, and you can see what it does. And then on the third slide, Sandy, my presenter, will do a presentation on how the patch works, how to wear it. You see here, I've got mine on, so I also wear it. What happened, my hair is going black, as the grey is going away, so it does all that type of thing. She'll give you a couple of testimonials of her own. She's an athlete. She does marathons all over the world, and she'll tell you what remember our medical patch done for her, and her father, and her mother, and her dog. So this is not just for us. What I do, I wear the patch, and I've got 2 Jack Russells. I take off their collars, and I put the old patch on their collars, and I put it on for them. You'll see on one of the videos, a sausage dog was lame in the back legs, and in 4 days of wearing the product, that sausage dog's running around like a normal dog. So I want to welcome you to the LifeWay family, and you'll see the testimonials from Sandy, and I'll see you on the last slide. And guys, like I say, please, if somebody's got an issue, try and get them on this product as fast as you can, so you don't run out of time to help them. That's all I'm asking you. Remember, we're on a mission to get 1 billion people on this products all over the world. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you definitely next weekend again for the testimonial 47, week number 47. So I'll see you then. Guys, enjoy your week. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay younger, and live a happier life. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you on the next slide. Ciao.
My name is Tim Williams from Houston, Texas, and I was introduced to these little patches well, about 1 year and 2 months ago is when I signed up. These things are amazing. I was bit by a tick back in 2019. I got really, really sick. And Carl and I, we've been friends for, I guess, about 20 years. We met on the airplane. He was going to, I'm a flight attendant, and he was going to Florida, and I was the flight attendant on his flight. We became friends through that, and we remained friends over Facebook for years. He would talk about my kids, and I would talk about his, and we would just kind of we kept that friendship going. And so I guess Carl through Facebook found out that I was sick, and started calling me up, bugging me about these little patches. And he said, "Tim, I think I found something that might help you out a little bit." And I'm like, "Carl, I don't think you realize I've got Lyme disease. This is not something that just, it just goes away." And he says, "Well, I'm just telling you, Tim, you need to try these patches." And so long story short, I ended up trying the patches. I bought a diamond pack. And after wearing them, it's amazing, but my body has fixed itself from wearing these patches. I no longer suffer with Lyme disease or Lyme disease symptoms. And found out the other day that a buddy that I signed up, Pete Ramsey, he signed up my doctor last week because my doctor can't believe that my Lyme disease is gone either. And so it's just unbelievable what's happening. I mean, you share these patches with people, and they wear them, and it's weird, but things start repairing themselves in their body. Their knee pain goes away, or their back pain, or their elbow, and it's just really remarkable. I'm very excited about what's going on here, and not only that, but I wasn't planning to do the business. I just needed the patches because I was sick. And when you're sick with Lyme, it's a continual thing. You'll get well, and then 3 weeks later, you might be on the couch for a few days because you can't get up, you can't walk sometimes, and it's a terrible thing, and people just don't realize what a bad thing Lyme is. But yeah, it's been a year and 2 months, and I have not had any problems with my Lyme symptoms or Lyme disease. As a matter of fact, I think here, if I've got it still on my phone, I am down. To have Lyme disease, you have to have 4 or 5 or more bands of Lyme in your blood. And right here, I don't know if you can see this. I'll try to see if it'll show it. It might not. I am down to 2 bands, band 41 and band 23. I don't know if you can see it or not there, but they're so weak, they're not even affecting me anymore. And that's the thing my doctor was impressed with, the fact that I'm not sick. I'm not sick at all. A year and 2 months and no sickness after just wearing this one little patch, X39.
A very warm welcome to this presentation this evening on stem cell reactivation technology. As I said, my name is Sandy Ashfield, and I could not be more excited to be presenting tonight because this incredible technology from LifeWave actually turned my life upside down, and I cannot wait to share it with you. I was actually introduced to LifeWave's X39 technology through a running injury, and I probably had done a little bit too much too soon, because I had run Comrades Marathon, London Marathon, and then the Two Oceans Half Marathon in Cape Town in South Africa. And it was at 18 kilometers on the Two Oceans that my Achilles tendon was, it just said to here and no further. It was a debilitating injury, as I tore the Achilles, and I was actually unable to put my heel completely flat. I had to walk on the toe, and I spent much of last year having physiotherapy, biokinetics treatment, and even a small surgery to the Achilles in an attempt to try and alleviate the pain and actually to enable me to start running again. I have been a runner for most of my life. I've been running for about 40 years, since I was at school. And being in my 50s now, I've been fortunate enough never to actually pick up a running injury. But with this injury occurring in my early 50s, I honestly thought that was the end of my running career. But it was in December last year that I was introduced to a beautiful lady named Robin Foot, who is on the call with us this evening from Botswana. And Robin, I'm so grateful to you for introducing me to LifeWave's X39 technology. I was presented with an X39 patch, and I had never heard of stem cell reactivation technology before. But the little X39 patch, which looks almost like a little sticker, was something that actually changed my life. Applying this patch directly to my Achilles tendon, I was able to experience pain relief overnight. I applied the patch onto the area of pain, and for the very first time after wearing the patch overnight, I could press on the Achilles and I had absolutely no pain. I wanted to continue wearing the patches for a couple of days and see whether I could actually walk with my heel completely flat eventually. And within 48 hours, 2 days later, I was able to wearing a patch obviously each day, I was able to walk with my heel completely flat. And it really was amazing for me to be able to experience that rapid pain relief. I continued wearing the patches, and within 7 days, a week later, I was back running again, my normal running route. And I was also rebounding, which is bouncing into a mini trampoline. So really extending the Achilles into the mat, rebounding up again in a full bounce down into the trampoline. So it felt like an absolute miracle to me. But I now understand that this was an incredible scientific breakthrough. And it's very exciting that we now have this technology in South Africa and we're able to share it around the world. So I'm going to jump into my presentation. If you'll give me a moment just to share my slides with you. And I'm hoping that one of you will just jump into, give me a thumbs up and just let me know when it's jumped into full screen mode. Let's just see. How does that look? Okay, great. Thanks, Robin. All right, everyone. So stem cell reactivation technology in the form of a wearable skin patch sounds like a little bit of a mouthful, but this really is the body's own infrared light being emitted against organic nanocrystals, which are embedded in the patch itself. The body's own heat and light is then reflected back into the tissue, resulting in a copper peptide being produced. So the GHK-Cu copper peptide has been clinically proven to reactivate our body's own stem cells. Now, the significance of stem cells cannot be overemphasized because in utero, we are actually a flood of stem cells. Stem cells are those amazing cells with the ability to differentiate themselves and become any kind of cell needed in the body. So stem cells are able to become heart cells, lung cells, brain cells, etc. And as such, they are able to heal and repair any organ or tissue in the body. So I'm going to play a short video which explains the phototherapy, the science behind the patches, and the way in which our body's own stem cells are reactivated.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself.
So the key word in that short video is phototherapy, because nothing is actually entering the body from the patch itself. These patches are totally different to a nicotine patch or a hormone patch, for example, where something may be transmitted into the body. This is pure phototherapy, where the body's own light is being reflected against organic nanocrystals in the patch, and in turn being reflected back into the tissue to activate our copper peptide, which reactivates the body's own stem cells. So let's take a look at LifeWave, the extraordinary company responsible for this amazing technology coming to the world. LifeWave is a 20-year-old company, established in 2004 and open in 87 countries around the world. Now, the X39, which we're talking about this evening, was actually only launched onto the market in 2019. All of the other patches had already been launched onto the market, but the X39 took a 10-year process for its patent to be granted. So as it was launched onto the market in 2019, the world went into COVID in 2020, and everything shut down, as we know. In 2021, as we emerged out of COVID, the company was doing a turnover of $20 million. The very next year, within 12 months, that turnover had skyrocketed to $321 million. That's an indication of the uptake for stem cell reactivation technology around the world. Within 12 months, in 2023, turnover had climbed again to $430 million. And this year, LifeWave is projected to do over $1 billion in turnover by 2025. So it really is remarkable to see the way in which this technology is changing lives around the world. David Schmidt is not only the founder and the CEO of LifeWave, but he is also the inventor and the scientist behind X39 and all of the other patching technologies that LifeWave has brought to market. David has an absolute speciality in age reversal, and it was in 2008 that David actually focused his attention on stem cell research, understanding that stem cells are the key to age reversal. As I said, the X39 took a 10-year period for the patent to be granted. That's how deep a dive in terms of the science that was required. And it was a cost of $4.5 million for the patent to be granted. To date, LifeWave doesn't hold 5 or 6 or 7 patents. The company holds over 180 patents on this extraordinary technology. Now let's take a look at an excerpt from the patent itself, where it says that as a result of elevating the body's copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, we are seeing improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. Now, it's just remarkable that I experienced all of these benefits once I started wearing the patches. And the fact that the patent confirms these amazing results, it places this product into a no competition space. This is not a Me Too product, and no other company is able to launch stem cell reactivation technology onto the market in this form. Now, the New England Medical Journal states that our #1 indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in our bloodstream. So as I said to you, stem cells are those remarkable cells with the potential to develop and differentiate into any kind of cell needed in the body. So they have that ability to heal and repair any organ or tissue. The sad reality, though, is that as we are aging, our stem cells are actually diminishing in the bloodstream. The fewer stem cells we have, the faster we age and the slower we heal. So as a teenager, we have about 1 billion active adult stem cells in the bloodstream. But by the age of 30, that number has dropped so significantly to 400 million, a 60% reduction. And by the age of 60, that number has dropped to 100 million. That's a 90% reduction. So it makes a lot of sense that as we are aging, we are seeing slower wound healing, slower recovery from exercise, hair loss, skin losing its firmness, all attributable to the diminishing stem cells in the bloodstream. But here we have a piece of technology that is actually being called the holy grail of anti-aging. How does the X39 work? Really, it is the body's own phototherapy that is responsible for activating our body's copper peptide. So the GHKCU copper peptide is clinically proven to reactivate our body's own stem cells. And now that we understand what stem cells are able to do in the body, it is being called the holy grail of anti-aging because of the incredible repair and rejuvenation that happens when our stem cells are reactivated. So the patches themselves are non-invasive and they are non-transdermal. Remember, nothing is entering the body from the patch itself. So it simply applies to the body with a 3M medical grade adhesive. That means you can peel and you can stick the patch. I'm going to apply this patch directly to the back of my neck so that you can see how quickly and easily it sticks to the body. Simply like that. And you could wear the patch anywhere on the body where you have pain. In fact, you could even hold the patch in your hand or simply put it on the outside of your clothing to have as marked an effect. The proximity of the patch to the body is sufficient to allow that infrared light to radiate against the nanocrystals in the patch. So we actually have a young autistic boy named Alex in our LifeWave family. And Alex, suffering from autism, he lacked the muscular coordination of his arms and legs. And his parents, Javi and Olga, had taken him for stem cell injections in Mexico at an extraordinary cost of over $22,000 US. The stem cells, unfortunately, were ineffective. And when they were presented with this amazing technology, they thought, what have we got to lose? And they applied the patch to Alex. Do you know that within just a couple of weeks, Alex was able to swing himself on a garden swing with his legs out and back in again, beautifully coordinated in a way that he had never been able to do before. A week or two later, he was cycling on a stationary Peloton bicycle. So the reason I'm sharing the story is because Alex was slightly irritated by the patch on his skin. Wearing it on the outside of his clothing was as effective as if he had it directly on his skin. A remarkable result in his muscular coordination, just wearing the patches for such a short time. That was life-changing for their family, and they have dedicated their lives to sharing this technology with others around the world. So what happens when we activate our stem cells? First of all, we experience rapid pain relief, and that was my experience overnight. Then we are seeing reduced inflammation. Now, that's a reduction in inflammation, not only in the joints and in the muscles, but also in the brain. So I'm going to show you a brain scan in just a moment so that we can see the result of the technology internally. But what's also important is the way in which one's collagen production is so significantly enhanced. We see a much improved wound healing as well as improved skin appearance, both attributable to the increased collagen protein in the body. Now, we know what an important protein collagen is. In fact, a couple of years ago, when collagen was launched onto the market, everybody was drinking collagen in their tea and coffee, orally ingested powdered collagen, usually bovine sourced or marine sourced collagen, to wonderful effect for hair growth, skin rejuvenation, nail growth, joint pain, etc. Now, with this technology, we are able to activate our body's own collagen production. So it's even more effective than ingesting collagen orally. Continuing on the list at the bottom left, we have energy and vitality that is next level. In my 50s, I didn't think it was possible to have this degree of energy. And it is amazing how one's mental clarity is also significantly improved. As an athlete myself, I honestly couldn't wait to share this technology with other road runners and athletes. And as far as enhancement of sports performance, we have had so many athletes experiencing their personal best times on the marathon distance and even on the Comrades ultra marathon distance. We have had a number of athletes running their personal bests and even winning their age categories. So not only is there an enhancement to sports performance, but also much faster recovery from exercise. So let's just take a look at how to wear the X39. As I've demonstrated, placing the patch directly behind the neck on the little vertebra at the top of your spine is a very popular position to put the patch, because these are powerful meridian points that will be able to conduct the frequencies throughout your tissue. You could also place the patch, for example, just 2 fingers below the belly button. But you can place the X39 anywhere on the body. So if you had pain in your shoulder or on your hip or in your Achilles tendon like I did, you can position the patch strategically for that pain. What's important is that we wear the patch for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. The reason for that is to give the body time for repair and rejuvenation in between. We're wanting to prevent what's called attenuation, where your body actually becomes used to the stimulus. What we're really wanting to do is ramp up stem cell activity for 12 hours, remove the stimulus, give the body time for repair and rejuvenation, and then stimulate the body again with a new patch the next day. So you would typically throw your patch away after 12 hours of wear, put a new patch on the next day, and repeat that. You can wear more than one patch at a time. In fact, I'll show you a slide where we have a gentleman wearing 3 X39 patches at once. But one patch has been more than sufficient for me on a daily basis. In fact, what I have found is that instead of throwing my patches away after 12 hours, I started to place the patch onto our Labrador. Now, we've got a 14-year-old Labby, and as an old doggy, he's now in his 90s. Let me tell you, he was full of joint pain and stiffness and arthritis. And when I started removing my used patches and actually taping them onto his collar, I just attached them with sticky tape. Do you know that within 3 or 4 days, Bentley, our Labby, was running around like a puppy? I couldn't believe it. All of his joint pain and stiffness was alleviated simply through using the worn patches after I'd worn them for 12 hours for a couple of hours each day. So what's important is to drink lots of water to assist in communicating the frequencies throughout the entire body and being consistent with wearing your patches for 12 hours each day. Now, the long-term results of wearing X39 cannot be overemphasized. Within the first few days, 3 4,000 genes actually begin to reset themselves. And within 6 weeks, the brain actually becomes balanced. Now, one of our gentlemen suffering from depression, within 5 days of wearing the X39 patches, he reported such an improvement to his anxiety, to his depression, and today, after 3 months, he has actually weaned off all medication. In consultation with his doctor, it is no longer required. He is only on X39, and he said it's just made a marked improvement to his mental health and well-being. So we are seeing decreased symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. We are seeing a decrease in anxiety and depression within just 6 weeks on the patches. Now, 3 months of treatment with X39, we see your collagen levels increase significantly. This results in a decrease in wrinkles, in hair growth increasing, as well as the structural and muscular integrity of the body. So your skeletal and muscular systems, the same as when we're ingesting collagen orally, it improves your joints and your muscles and your alleviation of stiffness in both of those two. So wonderful results as the collagen is increased in the body. Within 6 months, the heart actually reverses in age. Now, this is remarkable because David Schmidt is in his 60s and his heart has been clinically proven to be that of a 35-year-old. So we are actually seeing that the heart reverses in age in 14 out of 15 people. A recent study has shown that their vascular age has been lowered by an average 8 years after just 6 months on the patches. So David himself says this is not anti-aging. This is age reversal technology that we have in our hands. And David recommends a 90-day protocol as an absolute minimum, because we're really wanting to give the body time to reach optimal stem cell activity. And in actual fact, it's recommended to have an additional month for every decade of your age. So if you're in your 40s, 4 months, if you're in your 50s, 5 months, in order to achieve optimal stem cell levels. So everyone's body is different and responds in a different way and in a different time. I didn't know that any other patches existed other than X39, but once I became familiar with other patches and I realized that IceWave is a patch in the LifeWave bouquet of patches treating pain very specifically, I couldn't wait to patch my dad with IceWave because he has knee pain and has actually been waiting to have a knee replacement surgery. And so I applied IceWave to his knees. It's a duo patch, so you wear one patch on either side of the knee joint or on either side of the hips or on either side of the trapezius muscles if you're treating a migraine. And my dad actually stood up from the chair. He took a couple of paces and he said, "But Sam, the pain is gone." I couldn't believe it. I thought he was teasing, but the pain was immediately alleviated with IceWave, which is a patch specifically targeting pain relief. It's a frequency working between 2 patches used on either side of the joint. But what is interesting with my dad is that I actually patched him with X39 as well behind his neck, sent him home with a sleeve of patches to continue using. And within a couple of weeks, he reported that his psoriasis had cleared up completely. Now, psoriasis is that redness and itching and irritation on the skin, which he had in the creases of his elbows. And within just a couple of weeks, all of that psoriasis had cleared up completely. In actual fact, we had a very young baby just 2 days ago who had suffered from a tremendous outbreak of eczema. And the X39 patch was applied to the area that this little baby had the eczema outbreak on her back. And do you know that within 2 hours, the eczema had cleared completely. It was remarkable. So we are so excited to share some of these slides with you, and just to encourage you that some people will see a result immediately and others might take a few hours or a few days or a few weeks or even a few months. We have had some people with no results for a couple of months, and then after a 2-month or 2.5-month period, something unbelievable like tinnitus, the ringing in the ears, suddenly stopped after 8 weeks. So we do see incredible results, but all in a different time frame for different people. So you really want to give your body at least a 90-day protocol to reach optimal stem cell activity. Remember to drink lots of water, and remember to be placing your patches for 12 hours on and 12 hours off on the body. Now, this is the topographical map of a 77-year-old woman where X39 was placed on the back of her neck, like I'm wearing it tonight. You can see in session 1, no X39 was used in this image, and this is thermo imaging. So the redness on the image actually indicates inflammation on the brain. So here we actually can see that not only is there a tremendous amount of inflammation, but very little stem cell activity and a lack of brain coherence in session 1. Within just 3 weeks in session 2, the X39 had been applied for 3 weeks, and we see such an incredible reduction in the inflammation. There's no sign of redness in session 2, much improved brain coherence. And within 6 weeks in session 3, a complete turnaround to the brain, much improved stem cell activity, much better brain coherence, and absolutely no sign of inflammation. So as we are aging, the stem cells in our organs, including our heart and our lungs and our liver and our kidneys and even our skin, are going dormant. And through this technology, we are able to reactivate those dormant stem cells. So this slide shows inflammation reduction within just 30 minutes of wearing X39. On the right, this lady is suffering from arthritis in the joint between the thumb and the fingers. Now there you can see that in actual fact she didn't even wear the patches. She simply held a patch in each hand for 30 minutes. And in doing so, you can see in the slide at the bottom the tremendous reduction in inflammation in that joint. We also on the left-hand side have a gentleman with inflammation in the trapezius muscles and the rectus abdominis running down the tummy. Within just 30 minutes of wearing X39, look at the way in which that inflammation has reduced so significantly. So I actually wondered if this could be the placebo effect, you know, if we're just feeling better because we're wearing the patches. But when you see the results on animals, as I did with my Labrador, it's a real confirmation of what's happening inside the body. So here we have a horse treated with over a course of time with the X39, and you can see the tremendous inflammation in the shoulder joint here, actually to advanced stages of purple and white. And after a course of treatment, not only had that inflammation dissipated almost completely, but even his coat and appearance had changed for the better. So we really are seeing remarkable results in animals. This little dachshund actually belongs to a lady named Quirty in our LifeWave community. And Quirty actually has 5 dachshunds. This little one named Poplap lost her mobility in her hindquarters. It was very distressing because she had no movement in the back legs whatsoever. She had to pull herself along with her front legs, and she was unresponsive to any veterinary treatment or other interventions. So Quirty actually suggested patching her with the X39. 4 days of wearing patches bandaged around her middle. Look at the mobility restored to this little dachshund. She's not perfect. You can see she jumps with her back legs together, but she's got her mobility back again. And there you can see the other 5 little dachshunds as well. But these are the remarkable results we are seeing with animals. This is an incredible slide showing the increased collagen production in the body and the result in skin rejuvenation. So top left, we have a lady who has worn X39 over a course of a year. And you can see within just 42 days, a significant reduction in fine lines under her eyes, on her neck, around her mouth. Within a year, there is no trace of fine lines under her eyes whatsoever. She looks like she's had a facelift. Just below her, again, we have a reduction in pigmentation, softening of lines around the mouth, under the eyes, brightening of the complexion. She looks like, again, she's had a surgical intervention here. But that is 9 weeks on X39 and nothing else. It's remarkable here, a strong downturn to the mouth, softened within 30 days, and 5 months later, unrecognizable. A softening of crow's feet around the eyes within 45 days. And here, a beautiful lightening, brightening of the complexion, softening of lines around the mouth, firming of skin on the neck, and look how beautiful and bright her complexion is looking. So amazing results for the skin. Also, with vitiligo, I have found this quite remarkable. One of our ladies in Bryanston actually came to our recent presentation, and she had vitiligo right across her chest and on her neck. And after patching, all of that pigment had returned to normal. So you can see these two gentlemen with vitiligo over a course of 3 months. The gentleman on the left had recovered all of the pigment on his forehead and under his eyes. And the gentleman in the middle, a complete reversal of his condition, just on X39. We also see miraculous wound healing, deep cut with stitches, healed beautifully within 12 days. We also see a slide in the center with psoriasis, which is the condition I mentioned that my dad had. Redness, itching, swelling within 10 days on X39, no sign of it. The lady on the left, Bell's palsy, strong spasm to the left of her mouth, unable to open one eye. Just being on the patches for 3 months, and look at her beautiful smile, eyes bright and open. Here we have a live blood analysis. Now take a close look at this, guys. We've got the cells of the blood all significantly clumped together here in the slide. Within just 10 minutes of applying X39 to the body, look at the way in which the cells are separated and the blood is beautifully oxygenated in that slide. We also have a case here of very poor blood circulation, X39 being placed on the foot, and within 5 days, a tremendous improvement to vascularity here. This is a case of edema or water retention. I've had 3 ladies with this exact condition, eliminating all of that water retention on X39 only within a couple of weeks. So this is the body eliminating toxins, getting rid of what it doesn't need with the help of this amazing technology. Here this lady is elevating her feet every evening, just 3 weeks on the patches, and all of that water retention has been alleviated. We also have wonderful wound healing, weeping wounds, open wounds healed within 21 days. This young guy actually had a snowboarding accident, so you can see cuts and bruises to his face. Within 5 days on X39, he's left just with a little scab underneath the nose. This young boy cut his finger, chopped his finger off in the door, actually. The whole tip was severed. Surgeons reattached it. You can see, though, that the tip was blackened completely, and they didn't hold out much hope. But patching with the X39, just look at that beautiful vascularity restored to the fingertip. And this gentleman is actually wearing 3 X39 patches on the face. He's treating this significant wound to the left of his eye. But look at his skin and the incredible improvement to the condition and firmness of his skin in just 7 weeks. So all of this attributable to the wonderful collagen increase. And of course, hair growth is one of the best side effects of wearing X39. This gentleman went from bald on top to a full head of hair within just 3 months. So we see tremendous improvements in hair growth over 7 weeks, 6 weeks here. And what is very interesting is that the hair is often growing out in its normal and natural color. So if you have got gray hair and you start to wear X39, we're often seeing the hair coming back in its normal color rather than the gray, which is fascinating. So this is one of my favorite slides because it's athletes on the patches. And you can see David Beckham here. He's wearing the very first patch to come to market, which was called Energy Enhancer. This patch was launched onto the market way back in 2004. And David Beckham is seen wearing Energy Enhancer. It's a duo patch across his chest, even before he had his tattoos. Now, you can see Energy Enhancer being worn by athletes commonly because this patch is actually a fat-burning, energy-producing patch, which improves endurance in competitive sport, for example. So Serena Williams is wearing Energy Enhancer on her wrist, and that was when she won Wimbledon. You can actually see the Wimbledon logo in the background here, but we didn't know about this technology at that time. So there you can see the patch on her wrist. And Lorenzo Savadori is a superbike champion. He travels at speeds of 300 kilometers an hour. So he's actually wearing the X39 directly on his forehead to give him rapid brain response traveling at those speeds. But the slide I want to talk about is the one on the left, which is actually Michael Phelps and the United States swim team winning gold at the Athens Olympic Games. Now you can see in the slide, as the swimmers' performance shot the lights out and they won gold in Athens in 2004, you can see that they were wearing Energy Enhancer on their bellies. And when the Olympic Committee spotted these patches, they actually decided that they had to test for drugs. The patches were confiscated. They pulled the patches and they were dispatched off to the UCLA microanalytical lab for drug testing. And it was amazing because their thorough drug testing came back to confirm that nothing is entering the body from the patches. The patches are completely non-transdermal and non-invasive. This is pure frequencies, and the gold medals stand. The swimmers were elated with their gold medals, which shot the lights out, but that was when David Schmidt's life turned upside down. He was inundated with requests from people around the world wanting to be distributors for this amazing technology. And I'm so grateful that at that very stage it was decided that this technology would not be distributed in mainstream retail. Not only would the patches be sitting on the shelf in Walgreens or Clicks or Dis-Chem, carrying a huge markup from wholesale to retail price, making them ill-affordable for most people. But largely we would not know what this technology is able to do for our bodies. And so it was decided that LifeWave's technology would be distributed only through direct distribution, like you're able to witness this evening. And X39 since then launched onto the market in 2019 and has subsequently become the foundation LifeWave patch, because X39 is the only patch which is actually able to activate the body's own stem cells. But all of these prior patches which were on the market before X39 are incredibly supportive for specific conditions. So X49, which actually followed X39 shortly after, is an incredible patch for enhancement of muscle mass as well as bone density and cardiovascular health. So as we are aging, we are typically losing muscle, and as a result, metabolism slowing down and often weight gain in the later years. This patch is enabling muscle mass as well as bone density, so preventing osteoporosis, preventing that all of the conditions with brittle bones. So not only very important as we are aging, but also in athletes and sports performance and any any kind of condition where muscle mass, bone density, and cardiovascular health are needing enhancement. Often worn in conjunction with X39. X49 is an incredibly popular patch. We also then have Ice Wave, which I mentioned with my dad's knees. Ice Wave is a patch treating pain. And here we can experience often immediate pain relief with the two patches worn together. But again, it can be used for systemic pain just underneath the feet. Two patches, white patch under the right foot, tan patch under the left foot, treating pain overall in the body. Often effective in the case of a migraine, where we're using one patch on either side of the trapezius muscle. So that's Ice Wave. And then we have glutathione. Now, glutathione is the body's master antioxidant. This patch is incredible because it's been clinically proven to elevate glutathione levels by 300% within just 24 hours of wearing the patches. So glutathione repairs the body's DNA. It is such a powerful immune booster, and we see remarkable results for joint pain, arthritis, rheumatism, even gout. So glutathione, very popular. Carnosine is an incredible patch for brain function, and here it lengthens the telomeres. So we are seeing improvements in memory and in focus, often for in cases of dementia and Alzheimer's. Using carnosine in conjunction with X39, we are seeing remarkable recovery of memory and recall. Then Eon is also known as the happy patch, one of the most popular patches because Eon actually reduces cortisol in the body. So it is reducing inflammation, not only in the joints and in the muscles, but also in the brain. And then we have Silent Nights, one of my favorites because Silent Nights actually improves the body's sleep by up to 66%. So not only is this increasing melatonin, but it is improving the quality of one's sleep and regulating sleep so significantly. So for our insomniacs, Silent Nights is essential. Energy Enhancer is the patch we saw David Beckham and Serena Williams wearing. This is a fat-burning, increasing energy patch which improves endurance in sport. And then SP6 Complete is a weight loss and appetite suppressing patch. Now, this patch aids in balancing of the hormones as well as improving digestion. So very, very effective for in the cases, for example, of postmenopausal women, hot flushes where the hormones are out of balance, resulting often in weight gain. SP6 Complete bringing all of that back into balance again. And the latest patch to come to market is Alavida, launched here in South Africa on the 15th of May. Alavida is responsible for improving collagen, building collagen levels in the body. So we see a tremendous reduction in wrinkles. We see vibrancy of the skin returning with Alavida. So very, very exciting to see how this is changing the market.
So thanks guys for watching the whole testimonial with me, and I hope to hear from you soon. As you can see on this last slide here is the power of LifeWays, and all to thanks David Schmidt, our founder and CEO of the company. So don't hesitate. Drop us a message. As you can see, I'll be your distributor, because you saw this product on this video. So please like and subscribe and share my channel, so that I can get some financial benefits to do all this work. And just don't forget, guys, this is a miracle patch. That's how it looks like again. That's all it is. No injections, nothing going into your body. It just sticks on parts of your body, and you get all the miracles, the benefits out of it. So please like and subscribe on my channel. My landing page is a list of all diseases and issues that we are having throughout the world now. And if you see one there that relates to one of your family members, friends or loved ones, drop me a message on the number below, which is, as you can see, it's down below, which one it is, and I'll send you live testimonials back from people that are on this technology and getting fantastic results, and you can see it for yourself. So guys, don't hesitate. I'm waiting to hear from you, and thanks for watching the video all the way through, and I'll definitely see you next Saturday when I upload the next testimonial. So enjoy the week, and think about this. It's nothing to think about. It's a no-brainer, but I know for a lot of people they've got different things going on in their lives, and that. So just hook me up and I'll send you more information, and I can hook you up to this technology. You will never be sorry that you done it. Not only helping people is the most soothing thing in my life, because of what happened, how we got to where we are. I lost my business and all that because of that. So hope to see you next week, and enjoy the week. Stay healthy, stay strong, and stay younger. And let's see each other again next week. Thanks for being here, and greatly appreciate it. And I'm definitely waiting to hear from you. We don't need the people to live with suffering and all over the world. Let's do this, guys. We're after 1 billion family. That is our target. Thank you, and enjoy the week. Bye.